Any more broken home? Hello,
Hi. Can you hear me better now?
I can. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing well. How about yourself?
So your name is Dakota.
Yes.
Are you North or are you South? Which one are you?
That's good. That's funny. I've never heard that joke before,
Of
but
course you
I would
haven't.
say
So
I would
how
say
many kids do you have?
I have two.
Were you married?
I was.
Okay. Um, and how long are you divorced?
I am.
How long you been divorced?
4 years.
Okay. So what's your question?
My question was I just wondered if it would just be better for me just to simply wait until my daughters were older
Well,
to date
well,
and, just to explore because I have dated. And interestingly enough, the 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 men that I've met, they're usually older,
mm-hmm,
they're stable,
mm-hmm.
they have, some of them have lived at least two lives, and
Mm-hmm.
that's fine because I'm 40, so that's to be
You're
expected.
how old?
I'm 40,
How old is your youngest daughter?
9,
How old is your oldest daughter?
12.
See, here's the issue with.
Yeah. So what I was gonna, are you done
Well, I
talking?
mean, if you met a guy that you were fond of and he was fond of you, where's their father?
Oh, he's in their life. He's
But would he
he
want some? Would you or him be all right with a man in the house of two teenage girls in development?
I haven't had a conversation with him about that
Your
specifically.
ex-husband?
Yeah, I haven't talked to him specifically about that because I haven't
But what do you think
gotten,
he would say?
I don't know actually, to be honest. I
Okay.
don't know. He has somewhat of a passive personality.
Right. Is he very protective of his daughters?
No. Well, you know what? I don't know yet because I haven't really seen had a situation where where he had to be.
Well,
They're still very
are you guys
young.
co-parenting successfully?
Yeah.
How often do you interact with him?
Um, a couple of times a week. That's how often he gets them.
When's the last time you guys actually, you know,
Probably back in I don't know, 2013, years ago.
there's the last time. That's the last time you had him.
These
That's,
The
nuts
last time I've slept with him, yes.
that's the last
got
time.
me.
That's the last time you got these. Really, 2013.
2013, 14.
Seven
Yeah.
years ago was the last time you scratched that itch.
More like probably more like six. I would say 2014 because that was the end. So
Okay. So, and who have you been seeing since then?
I've just dated, but I think I've been
Okay, ma'am, you're
I think
40. 6 years ago was 34. Woman sexual prime is 35. Come on now.
what's your question again?
Who are you hooking up with?
Who?
Yeah. Because if it wasn't your ex-husband, that's okay. But you haven't had any long-term relationships. You've been
No,
in
because
but in your sexual prime. Look, I, I've had my fair share of experience, and come on, sis. That's all I'm trying to understand is what I'm trying to understand is how close you guys are and how realistic you're willing to be. If you're saying you haven't hooked up with him for 6 years, okay. But you say you see him every couple of weeks.
I see him every few days. That's how often he gets his
Every
kids.
few days. Does he have a wife or a
Mhm.
girlfriend?
No,
All right. So, um, it is are you guys still attracted to one another?
I am not attracted to him.
Has he changed physically?
As in how he looks.
Yes.
I mean, he's cut his hair and
Okay.
everything,
Okay. So we
but
keep on moving. We keep on moving. And the net of it is this. A man that involved with his daughters has a comfortable relationship with his ex-wife, and he knows that you have not had a history of being out there on the wild side with
Well,
me.
he knows I date, but
Date
I mean,
date
I
is
don't.
one thing, but nobody staying over.
Oh, no, no, no. I have daughters here. Absolutely
That's
not. No.
what I'm getting. That's what I'm saying. Your ex-husband knows that you aren't gonna have men in the house with his daughters.
No, absolutely not.
But that would change. And that question is, how would he react if he felt like that was going to start happening?
He might actually feel some kind of way about
Of
that.
course he would.
You are right.
So this is why I often say to women, um, why did you guys get divorced?
Over money. He doesn't keep a job. So it became very difficult financially. I'm talking foreclosure, bankruptcy, all that type of stuff, you name it. So it was just
Oh,
difficult.
okay. Okay. So he doesn't keep a job. All right. But he's active in his daughter's life, even post divorce.
Yes.
So are you living at your means now?
I'm sorry, say that
Are you
question
living
again.
at your means now?
At my means, as in if I can afford my lifestyle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Have you been foreclosed or anything like that post divorce?
no.
Then do you make room for the possibility that maybe you guys are living outside of your means? Because you sound the picture you've painted is of a man who, after divorce, is around every couple of days. That is a hell of a consistent man after a divorce of how many years? 4?
Yes.
Right. And he's over there 3 times a week. 52 weeks out of a year, he's over there almost as much, more than a lot of. Come on, man. You divorced him over money. That's a petty thing to divorce over.
Well, he doesn't work.
Oh,
Am I
okay.
supposed to take
Okay,
care of
okay.
him and
So
his
so
children?
so 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 you're basically saying the measure of your man is money.
The measure of my man is can he provide for his family?
Well, okay. Now, when you got married, did you tell him you expected him to pay all the bills? Did y'all have that conversation?
I never told him I expected him to pay.
Oh, okay.
I
But
didn't tell him
but
that.
but but he's a good father. Yes or no?
He he's a good father. Yes, he
Okay,
does
well,
what
okay.
he
So
can with his
I gotta
children.
ask you, Miss Dakota, what's more important for your
You mean
what's
their
more
relation,
important for your daughters, a paycheck or a good father?
them having a roof over their
Oh
head?
no, you got the roof covered.
Oh, so I'm supposed to take care of the children and a grown man.
Oh well, see
Okay.
that
Okay.
see. Here's the thing. See,
Okay.
okay, no, don't get an
That's
attitude
fair.
with me. Well, what I'm saying is you're doing it already, and you ain't got no man,
Well, I'm not taking care of a man. I take
and
care of
you gotta
the
no.
children.
See those vows you took didn't say you can leave because of money issues. See, we have too many of our sisters that treat black men as though, if you ain't paying all the bills, that's why I start putting that question out there, letting black men know, you better understand that black women will never come out and say it, but they expect you to pay everything. And if you don't, they'll leave you. Doesn't matter how good of a man you are, how good of a father you are, they will leave. Now, the funny thing is, you basically painting the picture of a man who has damn good character, but you throw him away because he ain't paying no bills. But the funny thing is, are you working any less hard than you would be if he was there?
Am I working
Are
any
you
less
working
hard?
any? Yeah. If he was there, would you still have to do what you're doing? You still have to go to work.
Yes.
All right.
I,
So him
I,
not being there is not a net gain for you. It's a
okay.
loss. You don't have a man in the house or any help.
Okay.
Uh, you're a grown woman, right? I mean, let's be honest.
I
You
am.
still are working, paying, but you are saying it like I'm supposed to take care of a grown man. Well, would you rather? So a man is nothing but a check. He's
It's
supposed to
not
pay the
about,
bills, ma'am. It sounds like it or not. I get what you want, but what you got is what you got. You married the man. You got kids. He's a good father, but you prioritize money, so you divorced him over money. And here's the net. Why is all this coming to? Why is it going to come to bear? When you talk about dating and people start getting into your history with your ex, and this comes out, when this comes out, the guys who are worth a damn, they're gonna be like, oh, no, 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 no. They're gonna be like, nah, this woman left her husband because of money. So that's cool. Did you gain any weight in the marriage? So,
no.
and that's the thing. And as long as you're cool with being judged that way, because let's say if you were to go off and get married or find somebody, he could. I hope you're all right with being left the same way because of a younger woman gaining weight or whatever. But you haven't said the man's a bad man. But I get it. I'm not telling you to take care of a grown man, but I'm telling you right now, you don't sound like you're doing nothing else. It sounds like you were better off married. Something in your ego wouldn't allow you to take care of no grown man. I feel you.
Mm,
I hear
okay.
you. But will you?
Yeah.
But I gotta ask you, Dakota. Were your daughters happier with daddy in the house?
They're always happy. I mean,
No, ma'am. That is a
there has been a change.
disingenuous answer. See, we were doing good until you did that.
What did I do?
I asked you a direct questions. Were your daughters happier with daddy in the house?
Yes.
And you would not give that man credit. You deflected. See, that's so petty. That wasn't about your daughters. That was all about you.
May I ask you a question?
Sure.
Um, so do you think that in a marriage, so you know how you were getting ready to ask me if I gained weight or, whatever other questions you were going to ask me. Um, I'm just trying to get my words right. So I guess because there's a part of me that does feel like, okay, because when it comes to a woman, a wife, if she gets to changing and she gains weight, or if there's not enough sex and things after the children, if anything in her mood changes after she becomes a mother, if she changes in any way for the worse, and then he makes a choice to step out or leave or not do anything, I mean, is that okay? Because sometimes I feel like if a man changes and he's not on top of his responsibility, I feel like, particularly as a Black woman, that we're supposed to just normalize the dysfunction and just kind of go with it, even if you're in jeopardy of losing your home, or
Is this a question?
I mean,
No, see what I allowed you to do, ma'am, is I allowed you to talk it all out, and you're starting to have a moral conflict with your own argument.
you think so?
Oh yeah. I'm good at what I
Okay.
do.
Okay.
I'm good at what I do. I let you get it all out because what you're having to say. Well, see, what you couldn't say is none of that happened. You're giving me a hypothetical, and I'm going to ask.
Well,
No, I'll let you.
I didn't
Hold
tell
on,
you that
ma'am.
was.
I'll let you speak for 2 minutes, uninterrupted.
Oh, okay.
None of that happened in your relationship. So
Okay.
hypotheticals don't matter to your individual situation. Let's just put it on the wood.
Okay.
Your ego cannot handle a man who's not paying the bills. That's it. So for
I never
that, you broke
heard
your.
all.
No, I'm still going. That's it. It's not about character. It's not about family. It's not about the children's happiness. It's about your ego not being able to accept the fact that this man is under earning. That's it. It's not as though you said this man was a lazy, good for nothing, shiftless dude sitting here playing Madden all day. He's an active, good father. There are women. Come back and look at the chat room and see what women are saying. I'm not looking, but I can pretty well guess what the women who watch this platform are saying. Oh my God, sis, basically you have put money, and I'm going to say this: you ain't rich. It's a very petty thing you divorce for, and see that's what this whole COVID pandemic thing has kind of helped Black people realize that all this shit that so many of our sisters have, people have valued, can be taken like that, and all you got is family. All you got is each other. And what you're looking at is a man that you divorced over money who's still doing what he should be doing. See, if he would have, you divorced him over money and he just said, fuck it, I'm not going to do anything, then you'd have had a case. I divorced him over money and he ain't done nothing for his daughters. Now, no, he's still over here three times a week. He's active as ever.
When you say active, can you define active?
I'm defining what you said.
No, what do you think active means? Because I never
Active is you have sole physical custody, right?
Yes.
Okay, so he has every other weekend. That's what he has. So being over there every other day is outside of his custody arrangement. It's helping you. He only gets every other weekend. But he is extremely active according to the law. You are getting, if you need to do anything, all you gotta do is pick up a phone and say, "Hey, dude, come over here," and he's there like that because he's still in his daughter's lives. Ma'am, this was I would tell you this: good luck trying to date any man with any character and telling this story. It doesn't sound really good, ma'am. You divorced him over petty money reasons.
You think it's petty?
Yes, I do, because ma'am, your ass is still getting up having to work. All you don't have is a man.
Okay. Well, I would like a man who works. So.
Well, good. What would your daughters like?
Okay.
What would your daughters like?
They would like a father.
No, they would like their they would like, no, don't get, that's bullshit. See, now you want to go there. That's little. They want their father.
Exactly.
They want their father. And they would like their mother not to have divorced their father over petty freaking reasons.
But here's the thing though. Do you think that as they get older that they're
going to do no, what I think is going to happen is they get older, they're going to resent the hell out of you. They're going to resent you want to hear? I think they're going to resent the absolute fuck out of you because their father is showing up on Tuesday and Thursday. He's there monthly. He's doing the hard work. See, many women complain of high value men of just being a check and not being there. You got the whole goddamn man even afterwards, and you're too fucking blind to see it. You took their father out of the household for a little bit of money, for a little bit of money, for a little bit of money. You're not rich for a little bit of money, and you didn't discuss this up front, ma'am. You didn't go into it saying, "Hey, man, I need you to carry all the bills. You need to pay all this stuff." You did this afterwards. Good for you. Get the fuck off my phone. I cannot.
Hi guys, welcome back to the Spotlight News today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And before proceed, let's give respect to the fallen legend, Papa Kevin Samuels, for his good work he has done to the community and for bringing up the picture of the Black Women Society and everything. As you see today, I'm at work. You may be surprised where I am. Yeah, so today we are going to look at this lady. First of all, can I call her a confused lady? She says she left her marriage because her man had run bankrupt. Oh, the money was low. Imagine. Before I proceed on that, ladies, you don't sit and think of how you're going to let your kids suffer without their dad or without a proper family because of money, and you're divorcing your man because he has no money. You're divorcing your man because he's bankrupt. You're divorcing your man because the money is low. You're divorcing your man because you think he's not going to give you the nerve. The moment you decide and sit and get married to someone, and you say for better for worse, you even decide to produce kids in that same guy, then afterwards you say the guy wasn't good enough, he's not good enough. Yet before you saw that he was not good enough, you got a time to sit and say this will be a good dad of our dad, the good dad of our dad, you know. So at the end of the day, you end up messing up your life because of some kind of stuff, because of what you think was you. Okay, this is being selfish because, okay, according to my analysis, this lady is so selfish. That's how you see there is a way Kevin Samuels reacted when she said, I divorced my man because he was not having enough money, because he left the job because of this. Are you marrying someone because of the money? If you're marrying because of money, then you wouldn't give that person a kids. How are your kids going to grow up and watch you saying, I divorced their dad because the dad had no money? The money wasn't enough. How are they going to look up to you? You're going to be ashamed over yourself, over your actions, over your acts, and over everything because you I don't want to use the word stupid, but that's being selfish and rude. Huh? And rude to your kids. Who doesn't want their kids to grow with their dad and mom? Who doesn't want their kids to have the family everyone admires? Who doesn't want to admire a family where there is a mom and dad and the kids? But if you're like this lady, she divorced her man because the man became low. So that means by the time she got married and accepted that I'll be with you, I'll stay with you, the man had money. But now when the money got done and she's like, you know what, we are divorcing. How which type of picture are you going to give your kids? Okay, just imagine such a lady and you're now growing your kids as a single mom. Which idea are you going to give your kids about marriage? Yet you personally, you divorced your baby daddy because of money. So that means these are the kind of women who will sit and tell their kids, you know what, it's not worth it. You can quit, you can leave the marriage if the man is not okay or financially okay. So at the end of the day, you find it disturbing for the kids to cope up with the situation or to cope up with whatever they are doing because the mom is trying to show them the same pig, which is not enough and right. Ladies, but first of all, I'm a lady, but I'm trying to say, ladies, let's just work on ourselves. Let's just be kind to ourselves. Let's okay before you do before you become selfish and you're doing your own business selfishness, just look at the kids. Just look at what the kids are going to tell you. Just look at what you're going through. Just look at the kids, what the kids are going to get through because of you, because of your behavior, because you're living their dad, because of your uncertain cold behavior. See it and be like, yeah, because marriage is not a straight line. There is tips and mountains. So before you say for better for worse, before you're going to file a divorce and you say it for better for worse, Money is not that issue that can leave you live, unless you're telling me someone was fighting me, then that is it. But money, yet that person can get another job and get the money. So I think that is my commentary today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this, and don't forget to see more videos of Kevin Samuels because they are educative, most especially to the feminism, marriage, the divorced ones, those who are looking for friendship and relationship, and those who are looking for other connections. Bye bye. You've been listening to the Spotlight News, and we give respect to the fallen legend.